It's almost like we've gone to the south of France and we've shopped, because what Susan does is she's often inspired by these vacation spots. This is a crochet vest with a scallop trim. Look how stunning. And I flipped it around to begin with so you can see the richness, the detail, and the beauty of this crochet is stunning. So the fact that it even is regularly $62, we're now at $56.98. So let me take you through the colors. This one is called the Olive Muse. This will work too as a really beautiful neutral, and we'll pair that with a couple colors here in just a second. Pure Cocoa. It's almost like a cocoa bean. There's only about 150 to go around in that cocoa. And then we do have it in an all black choice. And then take a look too at that natural sand. Now that one is more limited. There's only 5 dozen. Now what's really great about this one, sizing, I love when it's like what I like to call like an ish. You don't have to get overly specific about it. So your sizes, extra small, and small. So extra small, small, that's one size. We also have medium and large, that's another size. Extra large, 1X, that's one size. And then 2X, 3X is one size. So because of its kind of open, ease and nature of this longer vest makes it really easy. The crochet is stunning. First of all, it's all done in an acrylic, so it's gonna have a really nice soft hand. The acrylic also helps give it a little bit more kind of drape and movement. And then the oversized scallop hem. Okay, normally when you think of scallops, they're usually like very rounded. It's usually like little half circles. I love how Susan did more of a triangular design, almost like that diamond pattern, but then you also have that circle kind of edge unfinished in that really beautiful crochet coming through. So imagine this too, over a solid color dress, even with one of your favorite liquid knit tops. Like here, look how cute, because the olive green works like a neutral. With that crochet, whatever color you have underneath is gonna come alive. And then you throw it on with a great pair of jeans. I mean, this is like to a weekend to see, a music festival, a great concert. You just want something cool. It almost has a little boho vibe. You can also throw it on over your swimsuit if you wanted to do that, and then pair it with like a really flowy beach pant as well. You just pick your color. We've got Olive Muse. We have the Pure Cocoa, which I love this color brown because it almost has a little bit of like a honey undertone. Sometimes brown can read really flat. Do you see how it has this really pretty kind of golden honey shade? It's beautiful. That's the cocoa. It's called Pure Cocoa. We also have black. And then the natural sand, I love that one. I remember when I went on my honeymoon, my mom had saved some pieces that she wore on her honeymoon. And she had this little crochet, like it was almost like a swim cover up, but it was like an off the shoulder kind of sleeve tunic thing. I don't know, but it was her aunt had given it to her before she went on her honeymoon. She had saved it, and then I took it on my honeymoon and wore it like over a swimsuit. It has that kind of cool, 70s vibe to it, but Susan has made it very current and relevant, and such an easy piece that really changes your wardrobe. If ever you put something on and you're like, gosh, I just wish I had a little bit more length. Like you've got that little black dress or just a t-shirt and jeans, and you want it to look like an outfit and not like you're just wearing a t-shirt and jeans. This is a great way to do it. Now, Rebecca's dressed it up a little bit. I can't tell if it looks like she's wearing like a liquid knit pant or a wider leg trouser. That could easily be something that's a little bit more professional, or to her house of worship, or a nice dinner, something like that where you do want to look a little bit more elevated and polished. So it can go both ways, right? She can look really professional, pulled together, great professional summer, kind of summer casual, let's call it. But then you could also go like really boho with the flowy pant and, a very casual tank top underneath, maybe a lot of long necklaces, right? Like you could really have fun with this. So here's the olive. We also have the Pure Cocoa and in the black. And I love whatever color, you're putting on underneath. See how this Modern Essentials top is coming up in a little bit. See how it really makes that crochet come to life? Now you see that big oversized print, and this isn't going to be something that's overly delicate or fussy. The gauge of the knit in this crochet that Susan used is really nice and substantial. So not only does it, look really bold when you wear it, but it also is going to wear really well. It's not going to be overly fussy as well. But whenever Susan does something from the Passport collection, she's often inspired, one, to bring you pieces that you can wear, when you travel, but also to have pieces that are inspired by global fashions. And if you're to travel to, you know, kind of like the Mediterranean, French Riviera, think these like European beach towns, these are the type of things that you would see. This is what oftentimes you would see people that live in that region wearing. So I love that you have an opportunity to grab this at normally a QVC price, it's well over $60. We're at $56.98. And remember, sizing couldn't have been easier on this one because it's like extra small, small, and then we have small, medium, medium, large. So it makes it really easy. 2X, 3X. You get the jive. You get the jive. You get the gist. That's the right word. Jive is a dance. Anyway, it's a 650685 is your item number. Yeah, isn't that like a 50s style? And it doesn't matter. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Bob. He's like, remember, Greece. All right, here's the olive, the cocoa, and the black. The movie, not the country. We have to specify, because we were talking about Mediterranean vacations. A 650685. Hey, the natural in the sand has also been the most popular.